Hello again, Glitch Reaper here. I am back, and I'm in D&D Crusader for a little while. And yes, there's a spider nearby, and on top of that, there is also... Which direction was it? Is it actually stopped? Be the first time I've seen one of them despawn. Oh, nope, still there. Okay, and there's a king slime right next to my house. Well, my flying mage tower. My flying mage tower has a king slime in it. Anyhow, and in case you're wondering about the screaming spider, this is why I made the dark room protected. This is exactly why I did this. They may occasionally show up in the dark room, and my dark room is where I have my ore berries, so it's very important while growing in the dark to make sure the area is sealed, which, as you can see, I did. And so, yeah, that point proven as to why you do that. Okay, let me see here. I was going to actually call out a lot more of my subscribers on my subscriber sub-wall here, and as usual, at least for the time being, all you gotta do to be on the wall is be subscribed and with the subscription set to public, so I'll know for sure you're there. Or, if you're subscribed and it registers in my inbox, then all you'd have to do is tell me that you want to be on the wall for now, as long as I've got it confirmed, because, you know, some people might try to just say, oh, by the way, I've subbed, but if you haven't, you haven't, so it's one of those things where I do actually pay attention. So yeah, it's not that easy. I have to be able to confirm it somehow. But yeah. Anyhow, some of the new ones on my wall since then are now Johnny 10124. Wait, did I already have that one on? Oh yeah, that's right. I rearranged these. So Nurian Storino was here before. Yeah, I did just rearrange this one because of trying to get all the things to fit right. Okay. Anyhow, Bluezilla, Hongjong, My Cool Gamer, Ethan Boyder, Azia Redmond, Losha Losha. That's an interesting way of doing the name. Tashini Wilson. Is there any relation to... Anyhow, Julie Zion, or Zion? Zion or Cyan, one of the two. 101 Puppy Gaming. I really, really wonder if that's a reference to 101 Dalmatians. Seriously, it would be really cool if they just watched that movie when they came up with that name. And Azam Ahmed Mohammed. So, yes, we have several that came in. This was partially while I was away, so I really wanted to get back to my sub-wall to put those on. And as for my post-combat update series, I will definitely get a sub-wall up at some time. I just haven't been able to get the perfect situation yet, but I think I'm getting there. Now, first I was thinking, do I want to take out that king slime on camera? And then I remembered I kind of have to, because the best way for me to glide and show off some of my new stuff would be from all the way up there, because the... Did he just contradict me? Is this the king slime? Seriously. Oh, by the way, there was an incident. I was going to enchant my Dragon Forge mace, but it glitched out and I had to replace it. So yeah, I mean, that was a quest grant. It's considered a class ability having personal equipment of certain types. So no, I'm not letting that just disappear. So yes, I replaced it, but that means that I have to level it up all the way back to where it was. It may not have the same abilities again, even. Yep, that is the king slime. He certainly came down. Okay, so this won't be as powerful as it was before. He's sinking. He's going farther. He's harder to fight because he's sinking. Hitbox is a bit different than normal. I haven't had much issues with them before. Is it because of my... Okay, I did hit him. Almost... Oh, I did get him. Sweet. Wrong move. I'm just trying to lock on, trying to sink at the same time. Okay. Sword moves may be a little unexpected as to which one. Oh, I don't want to lock onto a chicken. I don't want to be cruel to the chicken. I don't need to whack the chicken right now, so it's... No. Don't want to do that. Just... Oh, whew. It's a good thing I have a lot of oomph on my other stuff. Thank you. Thank you, auto-fishing, for giving me these enchants. That took a lot of levels, but hey! Nice selection of enchants. I got my usual favorite helmet there. So I could pick stuff up, and he came to me. I was going to go up and glide, but then that happened. I got only 7 of those. King Slime. Oh, that's a battle axe. Sweet! I thought I'd have to forge one myself. Thing is, they don't really require particular components. Like, you don't have to have it where it's metal to have a battle axe. Even though you need a tool forge, you don't have to always use it for metal. You can use other components too. So it's not that big of a deal. But it was just really sweet that I got one for free, because you never have to really use their durability on their special ability. The thing about a battle axe in Tinker's Construct is you can use them to power up temporarily and switch to another weapon. So you basically use them for the special ability. I mean, sure, you could use them as an actual attack. Well, actual attack. Yeah, that one just came up on its own. Don't blame me that it's an axe and it's actual. So, yeah. Okay, so I need to have a drink. Okay. By the way, while I was coming back here from Twilight Forest, from my little recharge period and upping my wall again, I milked some cows. Well, just one cow repetitively, but hey. Who needs to worry about the exactness of the cow? I mean, the moo juice is fine, so I don't have to worry too much about it, and I'm definitely getting a ton of these. I mean, seriously, the amount of... it is literally raining bosses? I mean, just raining bosses. I mean, look at how many times I destroyed a king slime. Oh, I almost forgot I had a hammer. Yeah, but at the same time, it's not going to have very high of a mining level because it's made of blue slime. So that's why I was going to forge one of my own. So, reminder right there. The cutlass is nice. But at the same time, I've got a Dragon Forge mace, and it has an automatic fiery ability, so I'm fine. The longsword, I'm good with some of my other setup and having extended reach in ways. The shurikens might come in handy. I'm just reviewing what I actually got from King Slimes over time. Javelins, maybe. They can actually be used as a melee weapon and as thrown attack. Even though they're stacked, they actually work as melee weapons. That's kind of interesting. Daggers mainly just fast. Oh yeah, I had 2 cutlasses, that's right. I will keep this on me right now. I mean, if only I'd gotten a rapier. A rapier would have been really cool, because they can, like, cut through armor. And also, to a degree, through invincibility periods, so you can, like, just totally wreck your enemies with a rapier. So, it would be very nice if I got a King Slime rapier. I mean, I'm good on projectiles. I mean, I have hail of arrows here, so... I mean, it may not be as fast as throwing out shurikens, but it's very nice. You know, then again, actually, it might be nice to have a backup fast attack to just spam strike. So I think I'll keep that there. This is still recharging from its, I had to use it to make some things, actually, and that's one of the things I was going to show off. Yeah, I could just keep my... this is my, kind of like my extra stuff, so... Yeah, I'll do it that way. Okay, I was going to reveal a couple of very special items. And one of them is, well, I don't have it on right now, because I have it here. The Mantle of the Raven. This is something that I had to thumb up. While I was in the Twilight Forest, I found some other ravens, and I found out that it had some nice air shards I could harvest, so I just did my thumbing over there with another one of the arcane workbenches. And I also have a cloak. Now, this cloak that I had to use in it, was just the regular cloak from Traveler's Gear. Lips again. Traveler's Gear. So it takes like 6, I think it's 6 wool and a string to make a cloak. But the thing is, you power that up with a bit of air and order power, and then you wind up with this. This thing is cool. what it does. Oh, okay. So I could look from that location. Okay, nice. But what it does is it means that as long as you have it equipped, you can glide, and it glides fast. Also, if you have an ability to fly, it will accelerate it. That is what this is. It basically helps your air power. Now, another thing I made was... Oh, I did make a knapsack, by the way, from Tinker's Construct. You make them with 6 leather and aluminum, brass, ingot, or gold. I used gold because I had plenty. And some iron tough rods, so that required a bit of use of forging metals. Or you can also... okay, anyhow. So basically, I now have this little extra spot here. So all I really need to do is click over here, and I have yet another set of inventory. So I can possibly put some of these up temporarily. I mean, I don't have to worry. Well, there's some of these things I have like need for quick stuff. Like this has been kind of my go-to quick dump, but you know, like just throwing items in. But I guess I could put it in here now. So yeah, my go-to will be in here. So I'll free up a little space here. So that'll be nice. Now food you should always have on hand. So I got like bonus foods in here, and this is for fishing and thirst. And because of drinking in this mod pack, I clearly have to have my stuff to cure my thirst available. So yeah, that's definitely helpful. The other thing I made was this Berserker's bracers. They're also something you need to witch. Sadly, I have had to whack a few wolves, and that has given me enough of their fluffy fur to make these. I'm not entirely sure exactly how they work, but they're supposed to power you up. I'm not sure if you have to like take damage first or what, because it says Berserker, and that tends to be what that means. A little fire and chaos, and some vambraces, and these wolf pelts, and bingo. The vambraces themselves are just leather and anything that counts as an iron nugget, so that's pretty easy. These are basically about 6 leather for the traveler's gloves, and I added a lot of haste to it. Yeah, if you have your... Not that... Yeah, if you have yourself a tool station, you can put it in here and some redstone there, and you can use it. So I basically got an innate haste-like effect stacked on top of the haste I'm getting from my gift ring. So yeah, that's making it really hyped up. So I should be able to mine like a madman. I just like crazy. So yeah. Oh, my harvest is about ready again? Nice. In fact, I think while I've been doing stuff around here, it's ready for another harvest. Sweet. Okay, I guess I could take a quick break. The thing I like about this mod pack is just this little feature. This comes mainly from Pam's, might I add, but if you just click, you just use click on plants that are full grown, you can harvest them and they auto replant. So you basically don't have to actually break the plant. You can just go clicky click, or not even click. Sometimes you just hold the button like I am. I'm holding it right here because I know that these crops, because they don't have like additional sticks on them right now, there is no problem with me doing this. I mean, if it had additional sticks and I was going for like crossing plants and like mutating them, or for that matter, just letting them inherit more power from each other, then yeah, I'd totally do that. But yeah, I don't need to worry about it. Let me see here. I have enough to go again. Sweet. Okay, I've been condensing this in a better way now, might I add. This is one of the little things that I hadn't had the opportunity before to mention that I'd got this ready, but I do have the highest tier of infusion stone, and this will reveal just how crazy Magical Crops is in terms of going through a lot of steps. To get this, I had to... Okay, need to take a deep breath here. I had to get extremely high power essence. In this case, I went with diamond because I had some diamonds and was able to make the crops, which already required themselves very high tier essence, while going down in steps. Okay, now the next one required a tier below that. That was insane, and the strong infusion stone, which itself is, well, it required the extreme, actually, and that required strong. Strong requires regular and a different tier. I think I had glowstone essence that I actually used whenever I did that. Okay, going down, we have, while trying to get the regular from the weak, you need some of the basic tier essences and the weak infusion stone. The weak infusion stone requires something valuable and a lot of Minicio essence. Oh boy. And of course, in this case, I forget which thing I used. I think I probably used an emerald because my villagers have been donating to me. Okay, in terms of making the crop that required to actually get that diamond essence, it was kind of insane. In and of itself. Because, okay, do I have any available in here to just, okay. This will actually do it in a very weird way. Okay. Yeah. Okay, getting diamond seeds required Zaviccio essence, which I'll be showing how to get in a moment, hopefully. Because I'm trying to make a new one. 4 diamonds and Minicio seeds. Now, each time you do essences, the Minicio seeds I think I've showed before. But every time you do essences, it's basically 4 of the previous stage. So, yes, this goes down quite a bit. That was intense. Okay, there's a lot of crafting steps that I had to go over. Anyhow. Let's actually do some steps. Ding! The best part about this is I don't have to budge from this window for a moment. I can just do each set of steps in sequence. Oh, I don't have enough to get another Imperio. Okay, well, it was basically just a random shot while I was here, so I'm not too bummed out about that. Just like, okay, it was nice. But anyhow, it'd take 4 of these to get a Saviccio. I've been working on some stuff in the meantime. Oh, hello. You know my wife, Beulah, right? Because I know you're one of the neighbors. I see you've just popped into my house. No idea why you're in the house. Sorry about that. Anyhow, yeah. Where'd you... Oh, yeah, that time again. Should have seen that was coming. Oh well. And they mysteriously teleport perfectly whenever they're about to go to sleep. Yeah. Hey, Beulah, have you heard if they're, like, if, this village has an alliance with the Ender faction? Because I'm kind of curious about that right about now. I gotta be a little suspicious, you know? It's just one of those things. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me see. Did I... Oh, now I... Okay, I do have one of these extra. Might as well, pop on my cloak while I'm at it. Nice. It's always good whenever they have that kind of compatibility. Okay, because I'm going to do some, starting Botania, and I need to get to the Twilight Forest, so I'm going to have to glide. So if you see me fly in a moment, that... Oh wait, this reminds me. Do I have any slabs already there? It would be very nice if I have some in my stonework. Oh, I do. Okay, I was about to craft more slabs. Not necessary. I mean, they're not really, you know, that big of a deal to craft, but still. I might need them for something else. You know? It's just nice to... Okay, I guess that one has to be another one of these. There we go. I was doing that from memory. I didn't quite have it perfect from memory, but it was nice to be able to say I could do it real quick. So, oops, wrong one. I'm all over the place right now. I mean, I got back from doing some important family work, and then I just leaped back in here, remembering where I left off. But I seem to be a slight bit discombobulated still. It's just comforting to know that everything's back and you're back, Beulah. It's one of these situations, you know. Okay. Whew. Okay. Now, I think... Did I make an infinite water source here, or do I need to... No, this is where I temporarily stored some liquid Ethereum. That was interesting. Oh, yeah. I really have this much glide right now. In fact, you can see it's a little hard to stop. So, yeah, this is why I've been having this off a bit recently. That's why I'm not having it on all the time. It can get a little bit crazy. Okay. Oh, by the way, sometimes I get a boost in the water whenever I use my whenever I use my bucket to grab water out, sometimes because of the way that the tinkered armor works, I just surge forwards. It's actually kind of funny. If you use several buckets in a row, you can just rocket yourself across the water. Although maybe not compared to some things in terms of speed, but hey, it's back at its goal. Okay, let me see here. I need something very specific, and I think it's in here. Yeah, I need a couple of these, not too many. Yeah. You see I've been picking up these along the way, mostly from the Twilight Forest. Okay, so I'm just doing some starting Botania here. I'm going to be taking this with me to the Twilight Forest, though. But I might as well make the starting flower that I need while I'm here. Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah. I might as well use my more efficient furnace to do this, because I am going to need a lot of stone. Yeah, I have plenty of backup cobble. I'm trying to remember just how efficient this furnace is. Because it's pretty efficient. Oh, I seem to have picked up a spare egg. Nice. Put in, let's say, 2 coal and this stack. Yeah, you can also see it's faster than normal furnace and more efficient, so it's much better. In fact, while I'm cooking that, I might as well just grab myself a fried egg. One thing I love about Pam's is being able to make the eggs directly edible. That is so logical. I mean, why is that not in vanilla? I mean, goodness sakes, Abyssalcraft has the ability to cook eggs, so why not? Just why not? Okay. So yeah, I think I don't know if that was overkill, but it's used. Okay, you think hopping around on my stuff is acceptable behavior, do you? But okay, you saw what I was gonna do. You saw me moving this into my hotbar, didn't you? I was totally gonna just partially seal them in. Okay. So you have less directions to move out now, don't you? And for some odd reason, I don't think you want to route through that torch. Oh, you just run out just to prove me wrong. Oh, gosh. Well, he had an attitude, didn't he? Yeah. Okay, I did this way back in... Am I really out of normal seeds? Really? Am I out of normal seeds? Oh, wait, that's right. That was my extra special agriculture only. This is my, my usual agriculture. Okay. Nice to do this again. Okay. Now, how these petal apothecaries work, for those who might not remember my brief stint on, Tolkiencraft 2, you basically have to have water in them after you've made them, and you toss in the petals of the appropriate sort, or appropriate items of other forms, might I add. That can be a thing. And whenever you have all that it says to toss in, and might I add, how you know is well, it's briefly over here because I have a little book in my library. Now, let me see. Is this the one with? Yeah, this is the one with the book that I'd be showing this from normally. The Lexica Botania. I'm trying to remember if they just hand it to you in the quest this time. Oh well. Let me see. Petal Apothecary. But yeah, this is how this thing normally works. So you kind of throw them in, and it'll give you like this little. See, does it have? It doesn't have an example of that in here. Okay. Because what I'm making is the pure daisy. It's very important. And it's very special. So you put in some white petals, and you get of the mystical variety, might I add. And see, this interface is how you normally see a recipe for it. Is you throw them in, you have them inside the petal apothecary, and it makes the following flower. Where the thing is, it doesn't reveal the last step except in the description of the petal apothecary itself. You just have to remember that last step every time, and it's actually pretty basic. All you've got to do is toss in seeds. And then it finishes off whatever mystical flower you're trying to create. There you go. Now, the reason I really wanted a pure daisy is because I found something incredibly rare and exciting in Botania. And that means it's flower time. And where I found it was in the Twilight Forest. I was kind of doing some exploring to just get to the structures that I've been to over time. And the thing is that whenever I did, I saw something incredibly rare. Like, really, really rare. And it's terrain gen only. You can't move it. So I wrote down the coordinates. And I hope to be back to those at some point in the future, because it will give me a source of energy that is basically limitless, although at a very slow rate. So it'd be good for starting energy. Later on, active sources totally beat it out. But there's an entry in the Lexico Botania that would definitely reveal why I'm doing this. Okay, I will definitely need some... Oh, I am... would that even work? Would I be able to use Twilight Oak logs? Because I do, in fact, have a really good source. You know, I'll just birch it. I'll just birch it. I mean, that's what they're there for. That is what they're there for. And as for the stone, well, that's also there for good reason. I know this isn't necessarily as effective as that one, but I'd rather just chop the tree with this. Okay, nice, nice. Any others hanging out there? No? Good, good. It'll drop the saplings soon then. Because I need the logs more than anything right now. Because I will need the logs. Because, okay, that's done its job. You note how I put regular stone around it? Well, that was perfectly for this reason. You put the appropriate block placed around the pure daisy, and it transforms it over a period of a bit less than a minute, I'd say. I mean, it's not really that long of a period, but it's certainly not the shortest either. Okay, so I can extract this with my nice pickaxe. I mean, this thing just eats through that like crazy. Why? Because it is technically a solid steel pickaxe. I wanted to make sure I got at least a few saplings for replacements before I lost them. Because that's not something I want to lose right now, because I need these materials. I totally need these materials. In fact, I probably should do that again. Yeah, I'll do that a second time, sleep, and then they'll be ready. So I'll just do quick placement there. Really wild how that thing does that phantom thing sometimes. I'm not entirely sure how that works. But sometimes it does this crazy phantom drop thing, where it looks like it's dropping, but it's totally not. So, you know, it's like just illusions you a bit there. So you get mirage, bruh. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, spider power, must shift. Okay. So, whew. I don't want the village under attack by zombies too much right now. I'm very close, so things could be very intense for them. I don't want them to have to deal with that. Ah, I got more than enough to do another cow usage here. Okay, I'll go along with it. Okay, so I need to milk the cow. Give the stone a little time to transform. Thank you, cow. It's very appreciated. I need the milk, because it's like the best drink in the pack, other than chocolate milk. But I haven't obtained the appropriate item for that yet, because I need some cocoa beans. And as everybody knows in Minecraft, that is, well, you get your starting amount, and then everything's good from there. But getting your starting cocoa beans is the trick in the first place. So, yeah. I haven't really found a jungle yet, and I haven't been lucky enough with a dungeon to find cocoa beans in it. So, still waiting on that one. Still waiting on that one. Okay. So I'm doing Botania stuff because I want to show off the awesomeness that I find later. Ooh, another sapling. Okay, but I can get some of the stuff ready while that waits. That's one thing I like about it is you can. It's not one of those things you have to watch intensely. It just happens. So yeah, I'm gonna need a few things. Does that come out diluted? Yeah, that comes out diluted. So I'm gonna have to power one up with the other and then do it again. So you always need to start with 2 diluted mana pools in the versions that have them. Like if that's like your only choice to start with, like has been for it was for a long time Botania. I mean now it's different in like the post-combat update versions, but that's not the version I've got here. So sorry, I'm gonna have to just go through the steps. See, do I want a 3rd birch? Because they grow super fast. I mean, you saw how fast that one happened. That's why you use birch trees a lot in Minecraft, is they have a unique special ability. The thing is, normally whenever you plant saplings, with very, very rare exceptions, what happens is they have a 20-minute wait period, and then they start checking for growth. However, with birch, they skip that 20-minute wait period, so they automatically start having the ability to check for growth, which means they can literally grow in front of your face right after you plant it. That has happened to me before. Do not say it can't happen. I have literally had it grow immediately right in my face. Like one time I was nearly ran over by a birch tree that was growing because I had just planted it. Yeah. That's a funny story. I put one down and it grows right in my face, literally, rather than figuratively, just smack. Have you ever had a tree hit you in the nose before? It's kind of unusual. Of course, I can make more of these, actually, because I do have plenty of white. And there is a trick I know of that allows you to get any color that you previously attained as long as you have a little bit of it. I may need to use that at some point. I don't know. Let me see here. Yeah, I did check the wrong thing again. Because I need a regular seed. And I need a little bit of white. Now, there are other important flowers out there that are, but this one is the most important early on because of its special need to be used to make other things in Botania. Oops. Don't have quite the space for that right now, in a regular sense. Well, it's a good thing I have a knapsack, because I don't immediately need the stone, or the sticks, or the coal. Let me see, what else do I not need immediately? Well, most of this I'll be getting back to the Twilight Forest soon enough, so I will be needing the magic map. In fact, I don't really need torches much anymore because of my Moonworm Queen. I mean, that's kind of awesome. I don't really need torches much anymore. This is my special bow. I guess I'll probably use it for serious things. So, yeah. And of course, I can immediately make this egg disappear. So long, egg. Now you're fried. You're perfectly good to nibble. Okay, because I needed to make sure I had enough space to use a bucket. Because if not, then I won't be able to activate this again. This is why you usually have like an infinite water source around it. There are some things like that in the pack that count. Like, trying to remember, I think it's the sink out of Pam's you can use as an infinite water source. I'll have to check. I think it's the sink. These things are growing this well, and I haven't even activated the sprinkler system. Oh, that's always nice. They've definitely grown nicely since previous times. They've grown big and strong plants now. So maybe, just maybe, I'll get in that bit of Savicio I was wanting to do. Now, let me see here. Toss in a few of these. You can throw them in as a stack. It will register. And I have myself another pure daisy. I can use that alongside the other one in case I need to make two products at the same time. And there are some other cool things you can do with the pure daisy. Like you can actually transmute the... oops. Don't worry. Flower's fine. No problem. It's just a little... it's just a little dazed. It just had a not really traumatic experience, but it's just a little dinged, and it knows it, but it'll be fine. It's not that picky of a plant. You know what I mean? It's resilient. Okay, so now, ding. Because I need something else made of living rock fairly early on, so I will in fact want to do this with another one. Okay, got that planted. Okay, revealing the big thing from Botania ought to be really cool really soon. Seeing how much time I've used, probably next episode though. I mean, I did starting Botania, that's nice. Oh, that's right, I need to check my quest book. Okay, quests. Choose your... See, none of these are unlocked otherwise. I think I need to do more in this path here. Okay, I completed that. Yeah. Wrong button, sorry. I did that. I think I need to complete enough of one of these, and that's gonna take some special operations, which I'm working on in the Twilight Forest, because I need to get some netherrack, so I can make what I need to make those. It's kind of a multi-step process that I'll be showing off a lot more later. I've got a bit of an Ars Magica 2 set up in the Twilight Forest already, to a degree, and I'm definitely going to get back to that pretty soon. Like probably after I get enough of these materials, I'll be going for it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And I probably, since I'm going to need these where I'm going to a degree to make more stuff, I might as well take the flowers with me. I might as well just take them with me, because I'll be needing them a lot, because I'm going to probably do more of my Botania setup actually in the Twilight Forest, so that's probably a better idea. Okay, so I'm going to take you, take plenty of you, take plenty of you. I think I found birch in the Twilight Forest before. I don't think I need... Well, I'll take some of these with me, because those trees have been replaced already, so they're good. Now these I'll definitely need to take with me. Okay, so those do stack, and everything else I think is good for me to go. Okay, I have a little extra birch wood that I might use later. Okay. Okay, let me see here. I need to... Well, first I'll need to sleep again. Give me the egg. Thank you. Thank you for the egg. Thank you for the egg. Okay. Frying so many eggs. Just like in real life. You'd be surprised how often that comes up for me, actually. Well, I don't know. How do you define real life these days, anyhow? Oh well, just a funny thought there. Okay. I'm going to be heading off back to the Twilight Forest, Beulah, so I'm going to be going adventuring. You know me, I've been handling stuff that way. So I'll be... which direction was it again? Was it that way? I think it was that way. I think I very clearly remember it being that way. Anyhow, let me see here. See, I need these, and to get these, No, that's not the right recipe. How do you not know how to go to the right recipe? I'll just have to look it up this way then. Okay. Ahem. The right recipes. Like these. What? Why is it not doing the right recipes right now? Seriously. It keeps trying to... Okay, let's try something else. That's right. That's right. Yes. No. It's not saying that either. What is up with the E28? Well, that works, kind of. It just starts on that. What is going on? Any of those, it doesn't even give me the option. Seriously! What is going on? This ain't right. Well, I know what you're supposed to do anyhow. Ahem. You're supposed to use this thing, the essence refiner, as I mentioned that before. But the problem is, again, I have to find myself some netherrack. I have one piece, but I'd rather it be more. So I'm either A, gonna go to the nether, or B, continue in the Twilight Forest. I'd rather B, continue in the Twilight Forest, because there's a structure that I'll find eventually that has loads of netherrack. So I'm just gonna raid that. I will eventually go along with the prompts and come back to doing other dimension stuff, although it's really weird. I don't think they really placed exactly when the end would be in their pack. So that's a whenever. So I might, while I'm in the Twilight Forest, pick up enough blaze to pull it off. So, and I don't just mean blaze rod specifically, or blaze powder. I mean just a lot of blaze-related items, because trust me, there will be blazes in special structures in the Twilight Forest. So it's one of those things where I know it's going to happen, and I might pick up this witchwood tree eventually, but I don't know. It just looks so nice there. I have picked up several in the Twilight Forest, though. That's been extraordinarily useful. Just very, very extremely useful. It's one of those things. So I'm going to see how fast can this let me go up there. Yeah, I'm going to go up there. But yeah, so basically, I'm going to go to the Twilight Forest. I'm going to look for one of the dark towers, which is where you normally find the Urgast. And it has these special outcroppings of nether-related materials, like, well, netherrack. So I'm going to pick it up there. I mean, I've been to the nether a lot before, so I'm going to pick it up in a new way. I'm going to just grab it from over there while I'm doing my other quests for Twilight Forest. Especially when there's some things I hadn't really been able to have the opportunity to do before, because I've just had a weird history with Twilight Forest. I've always wanted to really do it myself, but something always interrupted me. Whenever I was on Nephrite, the thing was that the server was kind of released, as in, like, down, before I could really explore the Twilight Forest. Whenever I was in, see, I think the pack was whenever we was doing Tolkiencraft 2 together. And it just looked like it had the Twilight Forest, but it didn't. So, funny story, we just made a monument to what could have been. So, it was like, yeah, probably should have had Twilight Forest in here. And I'm going, I am bummed it's not here. And it's not really past the combat update yet, but I hear it will be. Okay. At some point. I mean, it's not, Willie Willis, the same guy that took over for Vasky temporarily with Botania, is doing Twilight Forest. Okay, let's see here. I know it goes kind of this way. Because if this way over here is the village, that would be more diagonally this way, actually. Okay, I'm going to show off just how cool this gliding is. Whee! Yeah, it has a very great glide path. I mean, it's almost flying, except I can't quite ascend. It's almost flying. Do you get points per style for almost flying? I mean, it's not quite flying, but it's almost flying. Nice, nice. I really hope I'm not going off in the wrong direction. That would be a very dramatic way to do it. I think this is getting close, because I remember there being some of these terrain when I was getting close to the town. Of course, I may have overshot dramatically because of how powerful this gliding really is. So I'm just going everywhere with this. This is a great way to fly. You know, I should officially make myself a like a takeoff pad in the Twilight Forest. Yeah, that spire I've been using to navigate with, just to see it. I should actually make that into a genuine takeoff pad. Wait, did I just see cobble? I just saw cobble. Is that from... Well, that's not from a dungeon. That's such a tease. Wisco Tangy Fox. Dang it, that's like... that's not cool to totally wig somebody out on that whenever they're hoping for something fantastic. I wanted a dungeon. It turns out just because he added like some terrain to make caving more exciting, turns out there. Is that... Wait. I keep not finding one thing and finding something else. Fair enough.